thank you for hanging out with me today. I'm going to be playing some music for you for the next several minutes. And today I'm wearing a Hawaiian shirt because it's very gloomy here in Tacoma, Washington, in the US of A. And we've been having lots and lots of rain and lots of cloudy weather. And Jessica and I are just ready to bolt and head to the islands or Southern California or Mexico or Trinidad or somewhere where there's some nice sunshine and a beach. And unfortunately, we can't do that. So we're going to have to kind of make do with a little island fantasy today. So I'll be playing a few tropical tunes and also a song about Southern California. One of my classics, Palm Springs. I didn't write it, but I've been inhabiting it for many years now. And so once again, thanks so much for being here today. I'm not only promoting myself in a general sense, but also we have a great cocktail hour we do on Thursdays. The first Thursday of the month. The next one is December the 3rd, Thursday, December 3rd, 7 p.m. Pacific time. And if you're in the UK or the continent, you can check us out on YouTube. Please subscribe to my channel. And after the show is broadcast, it's archived there, and you'd be most welcome to watch the show at your convenience. So anyway, at some point in the near future, we want to do a live show specifically for Europe. And that means I'm going to have to, unfortunately, be up early in the morning and get myself ready a few hours before this one here. But we'll do it. We'll be doing that soon. Anyway, if you can, please drop by PayPal or Venmo and make a donation here to keep the lights on and the cameras rolling here at the Ridgewood Room in Hilltop neighborhood of Tacoma, Washington. So thanks once again for being here, and I'm gonna do another tune. This one's another Hapa Haole song, and I have this CD here. It's called Hawaii of My Dreams. I made it about 5 years ago with a good pal of mine, Mr. Orville Johnson, who's a fantastic dobro player and singer. And he produced this record with me, and he did a really good job. And we've got that first song, Aloha Oi Blues, is on here, and this next one. And this one's called In a Canoe. And I was introduced to this by my pal, Mr. Robert Armstrong, who lives in Winters, California. And he's been a musical mentor of mine since we were in high school, and he still is, actually. There are times when Robert still introduces me to great music. This is a great little Johnny Noble song, and I kind of changed the chords on the bridge to give it a little bit more variety, but it goes like this. I only live in memory of all the things I used to do back on the shores of Waikiki in a canoe. I used to sing a melody to all the fishes that I knew as I go paddling out to sea in a canoe. I'd give the world to get back to where I can be by the sea, and maybe someday I'll find someone who really cares for me. I only live in memory of all the things I used to do back on the shores of Waikiki in a canoe. Thank you very much. In a Canoe, written by Johnny Noble. Johnny Noble also wrote the first song I did, Aloha Oi Blues. And he was kind of the kingpin of music on Oahu back in the 1920s up into the 40s. He passed away fairly early. He didn't live to be too old, but during his lifetime he wrote lots and lots of hapa haole tunes, and was a band leader and kind of a musical kingpin there in Honolulu. And he wrote Aloha Oi Blues back in the 20s, in 27, and this one is from about 1937. And they're a lot of fun to play, and I've got a few more of them up my sleeve here. Let's see. I'm going to move on from the islands for this next piece of music and play some piano for you. This tune, excuse me, is in a tango kind of a rhythm, and it was written by one of our great American composers, Mr. Scott Joplin, who's known for the Maple Leaf Rag, The Entertainer, and his wonderful ragtime pieces. And this song definitely has some of that flavor to it, but it's in a kind of a tango rhythm. And the tango was just becoming, it was fairly new around the turn of the last century, and was just becoming popular in the United States. And so this tune that he composed around 1909 or 1910, it was a fairly advanced thing at the time. All right, I'm gonna put that down here and try and create a little vibration for you here for this lovely tune. It's called Solace. Joplin. That's a lovely piece. And just want to let you know we're broadcasting here live from the Ridgewood Room, Tacoma, Washington. And if you can, stop by PayPal or Venmo and drop a little donation off there. We sure appreciate it. The information is, there's a link, I believe, in the comments. And you can catch us, we're live on Facebook. You can also catch archives of our shows on my YouTube channel. And want to remind you we have a cocktail hour coming up on Thursday, December the 3rd, 7 p.m. Pacific time. We've got a great musical guest, Mr. Ben Hunter, who's a fantastic blues and roots musician, singer, violin player, mandolin player, and he's also a great historian and educator. So we're very excited to get Ben on the show at 7 p.m. Thursday, December the 3rd. And then on December 12th, we have a huge holiday spectacular with lots of friends and family. And we're going to get some of Jessica's sisters in on the act and do some holiday tunes. And I'm looking forward to doing my holiday classic eggnog. And we've got, I also love the Christmas song. I'm going to do my humble tribute to Nat King Cole on that one. And we've got a couple of more songs we want to play for you today. This next one is another Hapa Haole tune off of the Hawaii of My Dreams CD right here. And by the way, people used to listen to music on this format. This is called a compact disc. And I have a few hundred laying around in the basement, and I would love for you to have one. And you can get that with a donation, and I'd be happy to send that out to you. Let's see, this one is called I Wonder Where My Little Hula Girl Has Gone, asking the musical question. And we'll get the ukulele back on here. La da 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 ba da da. I wonder where my little hula girl has gone. She's no longer on the beach at Waikiki. I've combed the beach and I watched the surf she rode upon. And I've looked around as far as I can see. She flew to the east, she flew to the west. I'll get no rest until I find her back in my little grass shack. I wonder where my little girl has gone. She's no longer on the beach at Waikiki. She flew to the east, she flew to the west. I'll get no rest until I find her back in my little grass shack. I wonder where my little hula girl has gone. She's no longer on the beach at Waikiki. Wonder where my little hula girl has gone. You're listening to Casey Macgill, ladies and gentlemen. That's me, and I'm broadcasting to you from Tacoma, Washington, in the U.S. of A. at the fabulous Ridgewood Room. It's a fancy way of saying my living room. And want to remind you that we're very gratefully accepting your donations and support. And you can do that by going to my PayPal link or my Venmo link and making a donation there while you're watching the show. And we really appreciate that. I've got a couple of more songs I'd like to do for you right now. This one is a song from the early 30s that was a big hit, an early hit for Mr. Bing Crosby. And it later showed up in the movie Some Like It Hot and was sung very nicely by Marilyn Monroe. And I'd like to do this one for you right now. It goes like this. I have given you a true love, but you love a new love. What am I supposed to do now with you now? You're through. You be on your merry way. Now there's only this to say. I'm through with love. I'll never fall again. I bid adieu to love. I'll never call again. For I must have you or no one. And so I'm through with love. I've locked my heart. I'll keep my feelings there. I have stocked my heart with icy frigid air. And I mean to care for no one. And so I'm through with love. How could you lead me to think you could care? You didn't need me, for you had your share of slaves around you to hound you and swear. With deep emotion, devotion to you. Goodbye to spring and all it meant to me. It can never bring the thing that used to be. For I must have you or no one. And so I'm through with love. How could you lead me to think you could care? You didn't need me, for you had your share of slaves around you to hound you and swear. With deep emotion, devotion to you. Goodbye to spring and all it meant to be. It can never bring the thing that used to be. For I must have you or no one. And so I'm through with love. All right, I'm through with love. Big hit for Bing Crosby back in 1931, and later Marilyn Monroe covered that in the movie Some Like It Hot. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a lot of fun getting to play some music and hang out with you here today at the Ridgewood Room. And I'm wearing the Hawaiian shirt because I'm longing for being in the sunshine and being close to the beach. And I'm talking about primarily the Pacific Ocean. That's where I'm from. I'm a Southern California native. And this time of year, I definitely miss my home turf because we basically only had 1.5 seasons down there. You know, it got a wee bit colder before global warming. In the wintertime, we did have a few days of rain in the winter. And then the rest of the time, it was either balmy or hot. So I'm definitely missing that. And I thought I would play a few more tropically oriented things. And this one I want to send out to my daughter Maya and my grandson Darwin. I love you guys, and they are living out in Palm Desert, California. And right next to them out there is a famous resort town called Palm Springs. And this song was written in the early 40s by Mr. Slim Gaillard to celebrate Palm Springs, the resort. It's a very groovy, very mellow ode. And we'd like to send it out to Maya and Darwin and all of our good friends in Southern California, Ronnie and Mr. Heffington and Karen and all our good buds out there, Jude. Here's a little bit of Palm Springs for you. Oh, don't forget, everybody, we've got a PayPal and a Venmo link. So if you'd like to make a donation, please do so. Just go visit our little link there and pop a little something in the pot. We really appreciate it. Okay, here we go. Palm Springs, Palm Springs, Palm Springs. Better get your luggage packed. Meet you by the railroad track. Shug and jive and swing. Everybody jumping down to Palm Springs. Ride like a buckaroo. A tennis court and swimming pool. Listen to the cowboys sing. Everybody jumping down to Palm Springs. Oh, while that snow is falling, falling on the mountain top, you can hear the coyotes calling. Oh boy, they never stop. If you want to dance and song, you better bring some cabbage along. Filthy lucre is a thing. Everybody jumping down to Palm Springs. Jumping down to Palm Springs. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember, we've got a PayPal and a Venmo link, and our holiday special is Saturday, December the 12th at 5 p.m. Pacific time, and our next cocktail hour is going to be Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific time, and that is Thursday, December the 3rd, okay, with our special guest, Mr. Ben Hunter. See you next time.